Elon Musk reported he has a secret plan to father 5,000 kids after it was revealed in a series of alleged leaked texts. So the terrors never cease. They really don't. And we're going to go ahead and get into the next topic. And I'm sorry that we have to talk about Elon Musk. And I know, none of you want to hear anything about him. But what if I told you we have to talk about Elon Musk and breeding? Yeah. Got your attention now, you sicko. Anyway, let's go to the fan art section first, and then we'll get into the actual topic at hand. This one is from Mint, saying, I didn't spend a lot of time on this, but here, Mint, if this is what you don't spend a lot of time on, I want to know what it looks like when you put effort into something, because holy fucking shit, this is fantastic. This is the kind of shit I like seeing on thumbnails. This is great. Thank you. This is adorable. I also like the detail of the lips drooping down where they're almost like fangs, but not because, you know, they're made of slime. This shit's fantastic. Thank you very much for your fan art. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it in the fan art section of the Discord. That all said, let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which, again, might I remind you, is about Elon Musk and breeding. So, who's ready for terrors beyond our imagination? I'm ready for terrors beyond our imagination. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the hell is going on in this man's head. Or, you know, penis. Different kind of head. Anyway. So we're going to cover this article here in a minute. But first, I want to cover this insane shit. Elon Musk's secret plan to father 5,000 kids. What the fuck? Why do you need to father 5,000 kids? You don't have anything worthwhile in your fucking genes to give the 5,000 kids. That could also be talking about your penis. I don't know. Elon Musk reported he has a secret plan to father 5,000 kids after it was revealed in a series of alleged leaked texts. He's been vocal about his concerns over declining birth rates, even claiming that it could become the biggest problem the world will face in 20 years. Except, like I talked about in a previous video, we don't have a problem with declining birth rates. We have a problem with overpopulation and population continuing to increase at an unmanageable rate. So, whenever you say we have a birth rate problem, I have to ask you, who are you trying to make sure is born? Who are you concerned with not being born? What types of people are not being born, and how does that personally affect you or bother you? Back in 2022, Musk took to his own social media platform, X, formerly Twitter. I just realized I'm saying this like I'm the Mr. Beast character in Avocado Animations videos about the murder formula for Mr. Beast. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not going to stop either. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Because, like, look, this is the perfect thing for that kind of voice, okay? Just imagine I'm Elon Musk for a minute here. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Elon here, and today I've got a new challenge. I'm gonna father 5,000 kids, and we're gonna see if all of them end up as fucked up as me. Yeah, also, thank you, Sylvie, for the casual reminder that he wanted to bang Taylor Swift and make her pregnant. He wanted to impregnate Taylor Swift. I need to remind everybody that this is a man who publicly talked about breeding Taylor Swift. Dark Excalibur says at least one of Elon's daughters is cool as fuck. Yup. Yeah, at least we have her. I don't understand this man. What? 5,000 kids! This man wants to be a breeding horse. Jesus. Paige says, who does Elon not want to have kids with? Suris. Please, Elon, don't put a kid up my butt. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go ahead and continue with the article itself. We've strayed from the path of God long enough. Okay, that is Magic the Gathering content. That is not what we're here to be right now. Oops. Anyway, there we go. This is where we're supposed to be. Anyway, back in 2022, he took to his social media saying population collapse due to low birth rates is a much bigger risk to civilization than global warming. Mark these words, even though no the fuck it is not. And it appears that the Tesla boss may be taking matters into his own hand, fathering 14 children so far with 4 women. Earlier this year, MAGA influencer Ashley St. Clair took to X to claim that she has given birth to Musk's child and filed for a paternity loss. Oh, he's just banging right-wing. I get it. I see the plan. Everybody. Listen, here's the plan. You get in league with all the right-wing influencers. I just poked a hole in my desk. You get in league with all the right-wing influencers, all right? All the ones who want to be part of the Quiverful movement. Then you convince them all that you are the highest rank of patriarchal man, God's gift to mankind. And then you bang them all. Sidebar, has anybody read the very, very old hentai comic called Bad Zelda? Because that's just the plot of Bad Zelda. There's a population crisis in Hyrule, and Link has to go bang the female cast of Ocarina of Time in order to repopulate Hyrule. That's all this is. This is a man who read that story that I've definitely unlocked as a core memory for some of you when you downloaded it off fucking LimeWire. This is a man who read that story and said, yup, that's gonna be me. Stop says Suris getting an Elon baby up his butt. No. Taking Musk to court, a lab test revealed that there is a 99.999999999% likelihood that he is the father of St. Clair's child. While the mogul is yet to publicly confirm whether or not he is the father of the baby, messages that were apparently leaked between Musk and St. Clair reveal his future plans for his family. In the tests, he says, to reach region level before the apocalypse, we will need to use surrogates. In military terms, a legion was a unit in the ancient Roman army, which was usually made up of about 5,000 soldiers. St. Clair has also claimed that during her pregnancy, Musk made the suggestion to find a surrogate in order to have more kids together, suggesting that St. Clair should have 10 of his children. Apparently, the billionaire even urged the influencer to give birth through a C-section so as to maximize the baby's skull and brain. Oh, he's a phrenologist. Oh, that makes so much sense. I hate it here. Apparently, I have to live in this timeline. Musk has had 3 children with singer Grimes, 4 children with Neuralink director Shivan Zilis. The fuck? And 6 children with his first wife, Justine Wilson, including his estranged daughter, Vivian Wilson, who has been vocal about her opposition to her father. Last year, Musk made controversial remarks about Wilson, speaking out against her being transgender. Elon, I'm so sorry that you have to be upset that your daughter is hotter than you. I'm sorry that that is something that pisses you the fuck off. But it's also true. That's why she got her face on magazines. In an interview with Jordan Peterson, he referred to Wilson as his, quote, son, and said that his child had been, quote, killed by the woke mind virus. Sylvie Snow says, Suris, I'm hotter than Elon and I'm pre-everything. Look, I'm not saying it's a hard bar to clear. I'm not saying it's a hard bar to clear, okay? Paige says, just a side note, there are restrictions on how many kids you can surrogate. Not if you're the person in charge of changing the goddamn laws in the country. And he's got Trump's ear, so... Vivian has since spoken out about her father, claiming that her father prefers to use IVF so that he can select the gender, with most of his children being male. Okay. So, now that we've all had to talk together as friends about the breeding kinks of Elon Musk, which, you know, I'm sure all of you are perfectly happy talking about. Also, a Nubian, thank you for subscribing for 3 months in a row, says an anonymous gifter has gifted 3 months of a tier 1 sub to a Nubian. Hell yeah. That shit's cool and great and awesome. FedEx says most children being male is a recipe for disaster. Yep. So Elon is creepier than we knew? Yeah. Where's the brain bleach? The brain bleach is talking about the Tesla board opening up a search for a CEO that can succeed Elon Musk. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll raise my hand up. I'll do it. I will do it. I can increase your profits. I promise. I know how to reverse course and change your library of swastikars into something, let's say, a little more slick. Anyway, about a month ago, with Tesla stock sinking and some investors irritated about Elon Musk's White House focus, Tesla's board got serious about looking for Musk's successor. Board members reached out to several executive search firms to work on a formal process for finding Tesla's next chief executive, according to people familiar with the discussions. Tensions had been mounting at the company, sales and profits were deteriorating rapidly, and Musk was spending much of his time in Washington. Around that time, Tesla's board met with Musk for an update. Board members told him he needed to spend more time on Tesla, according to people familiar with the meeting, and he needed to say so publicly. Musk didn't push back. Tesla's been on a losing streak in the months since Musk, its visionary chief executive, began spending much of his time helping President Trump slash federal spending. Last week, after the company said its first quarter profit had plunged 71%, Musk told investors that he would soon pivot back to his job at Tesla. He says, starting next month, I'll be allocating far more of my time to Tesla. The board narrowed its focus to a major search firm, according to people familiar with the discussions. The current status of the succession planning couldn't be determined. It's also unclear if Musk himself, a Tesla board member, was aware of the effort, or if his pledge to spend more time at Tesla has affected succession planning. Musk didn't respond to requests for comment. During a cabinet meeting on Wednesday, Trump thanked Musk for his governmental work, saying, "You know you're invited to stay as long as you want. I guess he wants to get back home to his cars." Any change at the top would mark a major moment for Tesla. Musk has run the electric vehicle maker for more than 20 years. He stepped aside as board chairman in 2018. Musk has been deeply involved in all of his businesses, even those of which other executives handle day-to-day management of. Okay. Try to see if there's anything else in here that really matters. Hang up, we'll dig up Quite's vid. Didn't people dig up his post from an age regression kink group? This man. Unless there's no Musk influence and they can go broke. Jesus. Oh, thank you for the hydrated, Nubian. I appreciate it. Ow. Okay. Late last November, Tesla's executive Mike Snyder tried to reassure his team that Musk's political tilt wouldn't distract him from the business. It's obviously been a turbulent and emotional season. I acknowledge that, he said, according to a recording of the meeting reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. I'd rather have Elon next to Trump than an enemy of Trump. You know, I would rather him be an enemy of Trump. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather have an enemy of Trump making the big electric vehicles in the United States. Nubian says, it's been a while since I could stomach politics. Entirely understandable. I have noticed that your absence has been a while. Hopefully you've got a better head on your shoulders right now for the type of horrors that exist in the world. Like what we're talking about today, which began with the Elon Musk breeding kink. I don't know why I do this job anymore. I don't know why I'm here. Lenari.
So about a week ago, Bobby Shmurda style, I told you all about like this Elon Musk story where apparently he was trying to worm his way into a baby fur community. That isn't just something I pulled out of my tush on the spot. I was actually basing that off of something that I had seen go around a few times. Might not be true, I don't know. But the biggest by far was the one that kind of started this whole rumor. This guy, TJ, says...
That is Pokemon music in the background. When he failed to worm his way into the baby fur community, let's see here...
2009, true story. And as far as I can tell, he did live in the greater Los Angeles area in Bel Air back around that time. So this is really just some guy saying shit, but right now we don't like Elon Musk very much, and it's funny on its face to think that it's true, so we're gonna spread it around at least for a laugh. You'd think...
Okay. I wish I knew more, but that's at least in my knowledge. I've had enough different people from there tell me the story that it has to be true, but obviously everyone in that sector is very hush-hush and private about stuff, so I only know the gist of what happened. Paige says, nothing wrong with Pokemon music? Yeah, it's just the fact that I recognize it instantly.
Is just another case of the joke is porn, but these days those jokes tend to be funniest depending on whose mouth they're coming out of. If I'm the one making the joke, it probably goes in one ear of yours and out the other because I do it so often. I'd have to like really mix up the formula to get anybody to raise eyebrows at me, but this is like a big billionaire CEO, future co-president of the United States, so it's funny that like from his position of authority he tweeted this shit. What a lot of people considered to be...
Okay, what was the tweet? Hold on, let's see here. There are... Oh. 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 Ha. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough, Elon. You have that fucking meme when I first started the internet? Any other proof of anything here?
He had screenshotted his own Twitter user page, and in the top left corner you could see he had an alt account. If you don't know, if you have more than one Twitter account, you can have them all logged in at the same time and switch between them. I do that between my Ultron main and my Quite alt. And this was the profile picture of a baby RP Elon Musk account. He got caught dead in the act of that one. And not long after, Elon Musk had to admit it in court. He got caught for this around the same time, just a few months before. Like, it could be a joke, but he was saying some wild stuff on there, and its existence alone is a major stone on the side of the scale for it could be real. In fact, it could be a whole story on its own, and if you guys want to see that, be sure to drop 2,000 likes. Min-maxing, baby. So yeah, at the end of the day, Elon rolls worst joint ever, Musk asked to leave baby fur community. Let me know if you'll want that video, you know to run.
Okay, fair enough. Elon just being that guy, I guess. This man lets his kinks breed into every part of his society, which is, you know, definitely criticism coming from the person dressed as a slime girl right now. But, you know, That's besides the point. That's besides the point. Stop says, also note the baby fur community has a pedo infiltration problem. I've heard about that, but I have not done a lot of research into it. The last time I did research into those kinds of communities, I made a giant, as far as I was concerned, conclusive researched video on it, and then walked away from the conversation. After that point, I made the video so I could walk away from that conversation. So, Anubian says, I forgot about the alt account stuff. Look, the fact that any company at all can have this man attached to it and not automatically fail at this point is of some concern to me. In fact, you could say not only does it raise some concerns, it inflates concerns. Okay, I know I was reaching for that one, but come on. With the subject matter we're talking about right now, I had to have something. I had to have something cringe here, okay? There is no what we can do about this. There is none. This is just making fun of Elon. Weird breeding kink guy. Not that there's anything wrong with having a breeding kink, okay? Look, I myself, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but it is very weird to execute that shit in reality the way that he is doing it. The way that he is doing it right now. It's... Can we go back to the strategy of calling Republicans weird? Can we go back to that strategy? That strategy was working. Just call Elon Musk weird. That strategy worked a hell of a lot better than most of the other stuff we've tried. Anyway, I don't know. Subscribe if you want more of this. I don't even know what this is at this point. Insert end of video tagline here. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really could not do any of this without all of you. Those of you watching, and especially those of you who support me on Patreon. I wanted to go ahead and take a minute to thank all of you who do that, because with YouTube being what it is these days, I really cannot do this full-time without the support from each and every one of you. Those people would be Red Joker, Purple Poundini, Jemshin, Britzkrieg, Jupe the Malignant, Michael, Ravalern, Mabbity Babbity, Astral Frontier, Tales of Atonement, Nixie Chan, Kiri Artemis, Victorian Alchemist, I'm not saying the last part of that, and you know that, Leela Ururaka, Arcton Arclacier, Kiratorian, Dren Hadamata, Jordan M, John L, Lord Bleck, Smiling Game Master, and Fireshard. Thank you so very much. But since you're here, why not go ahead and try watching another one? There should be one that's on the screen right now. And if you are a patron of mine, I wanted to go ahead and thank you again for all of your support. There is still a video you could press though, if you'd like. I would appreciate it just a little bit.